What if I told you that the biggest reason houseplants die isn't lack of water? It's too much water. Every day, thousands of plant lovers unknowingly damage their favorite indoor plants by following the wrong watering schedule. A snake plant can survive for weeks without a drink, while a peace lily might dramatically flop over after just a few days of dryness. So how do you know exactly when each plant needs water? In today's video, we're breaking down the watering needs of 10 of the most popular houseplants: snake plant, jade plant, rubber plant, pothos, money tree, Jade plant, fiddle leaf fig, peace lily, Monstera, and umbrella plant. You'll learn how often to water them, what signs indicate they're thirsty, and how to avoid common mistakes like root rot and yellow leaves. Whether you're a beginner struggling to keep plants alive or a seasoned plant parent looking to improve your care routine, this guide will help you create a healthier indoor jungle. Stay until the end because some of these plants need far less water than most people think, and one simple watering mistake could be silently killing them right now. Let's get started. Number 1. Snake plant. How often to water snake plants are famous for being nearly indestructible, making them one of the best houseplants for beginners. Native to dry regions of West Africa, these plants have evolved to store water inside their thick, upright leaves. Because of this natural ability, they require far less water than most indoor plants. A snake plant typically needs watering every 2 to 4 weeks. During warmer months, you may find yourself watering every 2 weeks, while winter often requires watering only once a month. The key is to allow the soil to dry out completely before adding more water. Always check the soil first instead of following a strict schedule. One of the most common mistakes is overwatering. Too much moisture can cause root rot, which often shows up as yellow leaves, soft stems, or a foul smell coming from the soil. Underwatering is far less dangerous and usually causes slight wrinkling in the leaves. Use a pot with drainage holes and a fast-draining succulent soil mix. When you water, soak the soil thoroughly and let excess water drain away completely. Never allow the pot to sit in standing water. Remember, snake plants actually prefer a little neglect. If you're unsure whether it's time to water, waiting a few extra days is usually the safer choice. Number 2. Jade plant. How often to water jade plants are beautiful succulents known for their thick stems and shiny green leaves. These fleshy leaves act like water reservoirs, helping the plant survive long periods without rainfall in its natural habitat. Because of this adaptation, jade plants prefer dry soil rather than constant moisture. Most jade plants need watering every 2 to 3 weeks during spring and summer. In winter, watering may only be necessary every 4 weeks or even less. The exact timing depends on temperature, humidity, and the amount of sunlight your plant receives. Before watering, check the soil carefully. The potting mix should be completely dry from top to bottom. When it's time to water, give the plant a deep drink until water flows from the drainage holes. Then allow the soil to dry completely before watering again. Overwatering is the biggest threat to jade plants. Signs include yellow leaves, mushy stems, leaf drop, and root rot. On the other hand, underwatered plants may develop wrinkled leaves that appear thinner than normal. Bright light helps jade plants use water more efficiently and encourages healthy growth. A well-draining succulent mix is also essential for preventing moisture problems. By resisting the urge to water too often, you'll help your jade plant develop stronger roots and healthier foliage that can thrive for many years. Number 3. Rubber plant. How often to water rubber plants? Are popular indoor trees admired for their large, glossy leaves and impressive growth. Unlike succulents, they enjoy more moisture but still dislike constantly wet soil. Finding the right balance is essential for keeping them healthy and vibrant. Most rubber plants need watering every 7 to 10 days during active growing seasons. In cooler months, watering every 2 to 3 weeks is often enough. However, environmental conditions such as light, temperature, and humidity can significantly affect how quickly the soil dries. A simple way to determine watering time is by checking the top 2 inches of soil. If this layer feels dry, it's usually time to water. Water deeply until moisture drains from the bottom of the pot, ensuring the roots receive adequate hydration. Overwatering often causes yellow leaves, drooping foliage, and root rot. If the soil remains wet for long periods, roots can suffocate. Underwatering may cause leaves to curl, droop, or develop crispy edges. Rubber plants appreciate consistency. Sudden changes between very dry and very wet soil can stress the plant and trigger leaf drop. Using a well-draining potting mix helps maintain the right moisture balance. With proper watering habits, rubber plants reward growers with lush foliage and strong growth, becoming a beautiful focal point in any indoor space. Number 4. Pothos plant. How often to water pothos is one of the easiest and most forgiving houseplants available. Its trailing vines and heart-shaped leaves make it a favorite among beginners and experienced plant enthusiasts alike. Fortunately, its watering needs are relatively simple. Most pothos plants need water every 1 to 2 weeks. The timing depends largely on light levels and indoor temperatures. Plants in bright, indirect light usually dry out faster than those growing in lower light areas. The best method is to check the soil before watering. Allow the top 1 to 2 inches to become dry. Once dry, water thoroughly until excess moisture drains away. Avoid keeping the soil constantly wet, as this can lead to root problems. One advantage of pothos is its ability to communicate thirst. Slight drooping often indicates the plant needs water and typically recovers quickly after a thorough watering. Overwatering is much more harmful than underwatering. Yellow leaves, soft stems, and soggy soil are common warning signs. If left unchecked, root rot can develop and threaten the plant's health. A lightweight, well-draining potting mix helps maintain ideal moisture levels. By allowing occasional drying between waterings, you'll encourage stronger roots and healthier growth. With minimal effort and proper watering, pothos can thrive for years while producing long, beautiful vines that brighten any room. Number 5. Money tree. How often to water? Money trees are beloved for their braided trunks and lush tropical foliage. They prefer a consistent watering routine but dislike overly wet soil. Understanding their moisture needs is crucial for keeping them healthy indoors. Most money trees need watering every 1 to 2 weeks. Before watering, check the top 2 inches of soil. If it feels dry, it's usually time to water. If moisture is still present, wait a few more days. When watering, soak the soil thoroughly until excess water drains from the bottom. Always empty any decorative saucer or cachepot to prevent roots from sitting in water. Overwatering is a common problem with money trees. Yellowing leaves, leaf drop, and soft roots often indicate excessive moisture. Underwatering may cause dry, curling leaves and slowed growth. Money trees appreciate moderate humidity and bright indirect light, both of which help support healthy growth. During winter, growth slows and watering should be reduced accordingly. A pot with drainage holes and a quality indoor potting mix will help prevent moisture-related issues. Rather than following a fixed schedule, focus on monitoring soil moisture. By maintaining a balanced watering routine, your money tree can remain healthy, attractive, and full of vibrant green leaves throughout the year. Number 6. ZZ plant. How often to water? The ZZ plant is one of the toughest and most low-maintenance houseplants you can own. Native to drought-prone regions of eastern Africa, this plant has adapted to survive long periods without water by storing moisture in its thick underground rhizomes. These natural water reservoirs make the ZZ plant extremely drought-tolerant and perfect for busy plant owners. Most ZZ plants only need watering every 2 to 4 weeks. In bright, warm conditions, watering may be needed every 2 weeks, while in cooler months or lower light environments, watering once a month may be enough. The most important rule is to allow the soil to dry out completely before watering again. Before adding water, check several inches into the soil. If you still feel moisture, wait a few more days. When watering, soak the soil thoroughly until water drains from the bottom of the pot. Then allow the soil to dry completely before the next watering. Overwatering is by far the biggest threat to ZZ plants. Signs include yellowing leaves, mushy stems, and root rot. Because the plant stores water so efficiently, it rarely suffers from underwatering. In fact, it can often go weeks longer than expected without showing signs of stress. Use a well-draining potting mix and a container with drainage holes. Remember, ZZ plants thrive when ignored more than pampered. If you're ever uncertain whether to water, waiting is usually the safest choice. Number 7. Fiddle leaf fig. How often to water? The fiddle leaf fig is one of the most popular indoor trees, loved for its dramatic, violin-shaped leaves and modern appearance. While beautiful, this plant has a reputation for being a little picky when it comes to watering. The key is consistency. Most fiddle leaf figs need watering every 7 to 10 days during spring and summer. During winter, watering may be reduced to every 2 weeks or longer depending on indoor conditions. Rather than following a strict schedule, check the soil regularly. Allow the top 2 inches of soil to dry before watering. When the soil reaches this point, water thoroughly until excess moisture drains from the bottom. Deep watering encourages stronger root growth and helps maintain overall plant health. Overwatering is one of the most common causes of problems. Yellow leaves, brown spots, and leaf drop often indicate excessive moisture around the roots. On the other hand, underwatering can cause leaves to droop, curl, or develop crispy brown edges. Fiddle leaf figs prefer bright, indirect light, which helps them use water efficiently. A well-draining potting mix and proper drainage are essential to prevent root issues. Consistency is critical. Sudden swings between very dry and very wet soil can stress the plant. By maintaining steady moisture levels and monitoring the soil carefully, your fiddle leaf fig can develop lush foliage and become a stunning focal point in your home. Number 8. Peace lily. How often to water? Peace lilies are among the most recognizable indoor plants thanks to their graceful white flowers and lush green leaves. Unlike many plants on this list, peace lilies prefer consistently moist soil and are quick to show when they need water. Most peace lilies need watering every 5 to 7 days. However, this can vary depending on temperature, humidity, and light exposure. The best approach is to check the soil regularly rather than relying solely on a schedule. Allow the top inch of soil to become slightly dry before watering. Once dry, water thoroughly until excess moisture drains away. Peace lilies appreciate evenly moist soil, but dislike sitting in waterlogged conditions. One unique characteristic of peace lilies is their dramatic response to thirst. When they need water, their leaves often droop noticeably. Fortunately, they usually recover within hours after receiving water. Overwatering can also cause problems. Yellow leaves, mushy stems, and persistent drooping despite wet soil are common warning signs. Root rot can develop if the soil remains soggy for extended periods. Peace lilies also enjoy higher humidity levels, making them excellent choices for bathrooms or kitchens. With proper watering and occasional feeding, these elegant plants can reward you with beautiful blooms throughout the year. Learning to recognize their signals is one of the easiest ways to become a successful peace lily owner. Number 9. Monstera plant. How often to water? Monstera plants have become indoor gardening superstars thanks to their large tropical leaves and iconic natural splits known as fenestrations. To maintain that lush jungle-like appearance, proper watering is essential. Most monsteras require watering every 1 to 2 weeks. Plants growing in indirect light typically use water more quickly than those placed in lower light locations. Temperature and humidity levels also influence watering frequency. Before watering, check the top 2 inches of soil. If this layer feels dry, it's generally time to water. When watering, thoroughly soak the soil until water drains from the bottom of the pot. Monsteras prefer evenly moist soil but do not tolerate constantly wet roots. Overwatering often causes yellow leaves, root rot, and slow growth. Underwatering may result in drooping leaves, curling edges, and delayed development. A chunky, well-draining potting mix containing bark, perlite, and peat helps maintain healthy moisture levels while providing adequate airflow around the roots. As monsteras mature, their water needs may increase due to larger leaves and faster growth. Regular soil checks help ensure you provide the right amount of moisture without overdoing it. When properly watered, monsteras produce vigorous growth, larger leaves, and the beautiful fenestrations that make them one of the most admired houseplants in the world. Number 10. Umbrella plant. Schefflera. How often to water? The umbrella plant, also known as Schefflera, is a popular indoor plant valued for its attractive leaf clusters that resemble the spokes of an umbrella. It is relatively easy to care for and adapts well to a variety of indoor environments. Most umbrella plants need watering every 1 to 2 weeks. The exact timing depends on the amount of light, room temperature, and humidity levels in your home. Brighter conditions generally cause the soil to dry faster. Before watering, check the top 1 to 2 inches of soil. Once this layer feels dry, it's time to water. Water thoroughly until excess moisture drains through the bottom of the pot. Overwatering is one of the most common problems with Schefflera plants. Yellowing leaves, leaf drop, and root rot often indicate excessive moisture. Underwatering may lead to drooping leaves and slower growth. A well-draining potting mix is essential for maintaining healthy roots. Always use a pot with drainage holes and avoid allowing the plant to sit in standing water. Umbrella plants appreciate consistent care but are generally forgiving if you occasionally miss a watering. Regular soil checks are more reliable than following a rigid schedule. With proper watering and bright indirect light, an umbrella plant can develop into a lush, attractive indoor tree that adds beauty and greenery to any room for many years. Now you know exactly how often to water some of the most popular houseplants in the world. While watering schedules provide a helpful starting point, remember that every home is different. Factors such as sunlight, humidity, room temperature, pot size, and soil type all influence how quickly plants use water. The secret to successful plant care isn't following a calendar. It's learning to read your plants and check the soil regularly. A few minutes of observation can prevent common problems like root rot, yellow leaves, drooping stems, and slow growth. If you found these watering tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest plant care guides. Let us know in the comments which houseplant you struggle with the most and what topics you'd like us to cover next. Thank you for watching, and remember, healthy plants start with smart watering. Keep growing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next video.